I will tell you that is one of the tightest knit teams in all of NASCAR Nextel Cup racing.
Well, you met the guys tonight. You heard all the guys from Wisconsin. They've been racing together for a long time and against each other.
I think it was at this track. Robbie Reiser, Matt's crew chief, came down here as a driver. There's Matt out of the car.
Stand on the hood. I guess you can do that.
When you don't win in 57 races, you really want to celebrate.
Man, is he happy.
Robbie Reiser is crew chief. There's
his son Ross and his dad Roy.
Yep.
Oh, Roy, come on, Roy, you have a heart attack. Slow down.
It's his wife Katie. Matt recently lost his grandfather.
This is typical for after Bristol. Tempers, these guys have to talk about it, talk it out. Carl Edwards had a rough night, or actually the Petty's had a rough night.
That's Kyle Petty on the left and Carl Edwards on the right.
That's the best way to work it out, not let it, you know, bring it over to the next weekend.
And it looked like it was worked out. Dave?
With Rusty Wallace, who finished 5th tonight. Rusty, your final call at the Bristol Motor Speedway. A top 5 okay for you?
That wasn't too bad, was it? Top 5 finish, that was pretty strong. I got a pit road penalty speed for entering too quick, and they got me way behind. But we kind of got back in sync. I guess I should have come down and put 4 tires on when Kenseth's come in, but man, I just did not want to get back in that pack, and so I was just holding on.
You had to fight for track position. You didn't want to keep it, right?
You had to fight for it. You sure did, and I fought for it, and that was a good, strong finish. If somebody told me I could walk away with a top 5 finish at Bristol, I go, okay, I'll take it, but I do want to win.
Proud moment for Rusty here. This place has been very, very good to him. Didn't get his 10th win, but he does walk away with a top 5 finish. Matt?
And Jeff Burton climbed from his race car. Looks like it was almost going to be your night to get back to victory lane. You gave him one little shot going into one.
Yeah, it was old tires on restarts was really slippery, and Senior Chevrolet was really fast. Real proud of my guys. I drove Matt clean because he drives me clean. You know, he's a clean driver. He's always driven me clean. Good friends with Matt, and he would have done the same for me.
Is this a sign things are starting to turn more and more for this team?
Well, of course I'm going to say yes. You know, the last 2 weeks I've let us down. We've had very fast race cars the last 2 weeks, and I let us down in both cases. Really disappointed in myself tonight. We had great pit stops. I didn't do anything dumb, and we had a fast race car, and I think we're a good race team. We just got to put some finishes together.
To Marty.
Matt, walking with Dale Jarrett, we have asked him for an interview. He's asked us for a moment to calm down a little bit. Obviously the contact with Ryan Newman earlier. DJ's going to go in the hauler, change. We hope to get a word with him in just a moment.
This is lap 210. Ryan Newman, we heard Ryan say he did not mean to get into the 88 there.
But that doesn't mean a whole lot to Dale Jarrett. I mean, that's what Ryan Newman's story is, and when you're on the receiving end, you know, you have to buy it or not buy it.
Dave?
Standing by with Greg Biffle, who started 4th tonight, finished 3rd. Greg, you stayed up front all night long.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I wish I was up front all night long. You know, got that flat tire under green and got a lap down and had to come from the back of the pack, and had to earn every spot. Had to drive my butt off from the back. These guys never gave up in the pits, made adjustments. Once I raised that track bar, I think I had something for Matt, but I just, you know, it took me another 150 laps to get back to the front, and just used up my tires. I thought I might have been able to do something with Jeff Burton, but I got in that last wreck and knocked the grill in, and just didn't try and pass the 31, just wanted to finish 3rd and go on to the next race, California. Hopefully we can get a win there.
Greg Biffle finishes 3rd. His teammates in victory lane, Allen is there.
Well, it's been a long time for Matt Kenseth, and you can see the broad smile on his face as he gets ready to climb from his race car and start the celebration here in Bristol Motor Speedway's victory lane. You already saw the celebration start, actually. Well, Matt, congratulations. It's been a long time. The celebration out on the front stretch probably tells us a little bit about what this win means to you. Can you tell us in words what this win means to you?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, these guys, the base group has been together for a long time, and they do an awesome job every week. And we've let a lot of them slip away from us, and our performance has been better. And, you know, you knew we had a fast car when we were on the pole for me to qualify fast. So our dual Ford was awesome all day, and just so thankful to have the opportunity to drive these race cars. It's a lot of fun.
when you got shuffled back, other people doing different pit strategy and that kind of thing. I never really heard any concerns on your team radio. Were you concerned at all about your ability to get back to the front?
Nah, we were pretty fast. We were a little free, which made us real fast on a short run. I was a little scared if we had like a 150-lap run that we're going to be too loose, but on a 70-lap run, they couldn't run with us. We're pretty stout, so it feels great. I got to thank all my sponsors. I'm going to forget most of them because it's been so long, but mainly DeWalt. They've been with us forever, and Ford and Carhartt. Who else we got? Our waste management. I got to thank Trex, USG, Craft Singles, and probably missing a few. Gillette Young Guns. Thanks for everybody. They're all very happy that you're here. Believe me, you are now just 11 points out of 10th place in the championship with 2 races to go. Your thoughts? Well, I thought we were out of it, and we had a great run last week. I felt like performance-wise, we won a race last week. We just came up short on fuel, but had a great car and really put us back in it. And tonight, leading all laps and winning, of course, I knew it was going to get us closer, but still a couple races to go. We'll see what we can do. We're a lot closer. I've seen some of the guys had trouble, and if we can run like we did at Michigan and California next week, I think we'll be right there. Congratulations again. Thanks a lot. Matt Kenseth, winner tonight of the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.
Another fast four tonight was Ricky Rudd and the Wood brothers. Very solid all night, Rick.
Yeah, the guys did a great job in the pits. Fatback McSwain, Wood brothers, and Motorcraft Taurus was good all night. We just sort of tried to stay out of trouble. We've wrecked out of this race like the last 3 times. It's usually been a good racetrack for us, and we just said, well, we're lucky we got a good qualifying spot, and just try to keep our nose clean all night, and worked out pretty good. The last set of tires, when I needed them, we got tight, and we needed to hit pit road, but we couldn't afford to hit pit road because you give up track position. But Fatback had a looser set of tires at the end. We just didn't get a chance to put them on, and just a great solid run for everybody tonight. And like say hello to my dad back home, a little under the weather, pretty sick, and just like tell him I'm thinking about him.
Ricky Rudd, 4th place tonight at Bristol. Dave?
Well, and Bristol is tight down here, so we're moving out of cars ways down here, and Jeff had to get out of the way, the 38 being pushed by here. Jeff, 6th place tonight. Little struggles out there with the 25, but overall it was a pretty good night.
Yeah, I came up on a slow car, and I didn't know Brown was on the outside of me, and I just knew I had to get around him, the 50, I think it was, because he was going to kill me, and as far as losing positions. And when I went to the outside of him, 25 was there, and he didn't give it up. But we were 3 wide. He just kept going all the way to the wall until he finally backed out, and then he wasn't real happy with me when he came back by. But me and Brian will work that out. We get along pretty good, so I understand the heat of the moment. But all in all, great night for the DuPont Chevrolet. I made some bad calls. I asked for some adjustments in the pits on the car, thought that it would free something in the middle, and all it did is make us real loose off. And thankfully, Robbie and the guys, had some good pit stops and made some great calls to make some better adjustments, get us back up there. We started driving forward, and, we were still coming there at the end.
Bill?
Thank you, David. There is Dale Jarrett, his wife and family leaving the track. Dale Jarrett declined our request for an interview after the race. Here are the championship standings with 2 races to go before the cutoff begins the chase for the Nextel Cup. Tonight, Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle clinched a spot. Rusty Wallace, when he starts the race at California, will clinch a spot in the chase for the Nextel Cup.
But from 8th on back, it's nail-biting time. Carl Edwards, Ryan, and look at this. Jeff Gordon is now in the top 10.
Yep, and look at this. Kenseth in 11 is just 11 points behind Gordon. 1 more point back to McMurray. Elliott Sadler, 34 back.
These guys will be sleeping a lot less than Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Greg Biffle the next week or 2.
Yes. So it's California next week, and then on to Richmond. Many of the teams tonight carried a special memorial decal on their race cars for the Sharpie 500 for BMS founder Larry Carrier. He passed away on June 7, 2005. We offer our condolences to our friends here at Bristol. Our TNT Sports coverage of NASCAR continues live from the Bristol Motor Speedway with the Nextel post-race report. Let's take a look at the final results from tonight's running of the Sharpie 500. Matt Kenseth led the most laps. The marks on the side of the finish order indicates drivers that led a lap here tonight and got 5 bonus points.
Tony Stewart finished 8th. That was pretty good. I mean, he was kind of in the top 20 most of the night, but
Junior was a lucky dog 3 times.
Yep. Good run for those guys.
And Kurt Busch running about 3rd or 4th and lost 6 or 7 spots there near the end.
Schrader got up to 11th.
Scott Wimmer back in 14th. Congratulations to him on a terrific run.
Mark Martin had that bad pit stop late in the race. Worked his way back up to 16th from 25th.
And Mike Wallace soldiered on, finished 17th.
Bobby Labonte fought and fought and fought to get himself back on the lead lap, then led a few laps.
And all these guys down here, well, they're happy to leave Bristol tonight.
Carl Edwards and Kyle Petty, new best friends.
Now this is back to the guys that did not have a very good day.
Dale Jarrett,
Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman, Scott Riggs. The list goes on and on. The Scott Riggs did have a good day. He announced he's going to be driving for Evernham next year.
That's right. Valvoline as the sponsor for 22 races. Johnny Benson, 43rd. Well, Rusty's last call at Bristol gets him a 5th place finish. He has to start next week at California to lock himself into the chase with Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Greg Biffle. California next week.
Oh, man.
That's a great racetrack. I love that racetrack, and it's a great facility.
See cars 3 wide.
And the chase will be something. Begins in 2 weeks after Richmond. The race to the chase continues. 2 more races before we lock in the field. There's more NASCAR action on NBC next weekend from California. Saturday on NBC, it's NASCAR Busch Series racing from California at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Then Sunday night on NBC, it's NASCAR Nextel Cup Series racing from California, presented by McDonald's. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with the Bank of America Countdown to Green. Next on TNT, it's God in 60 Seconds. Our thanks to our outstanding crew. Long night last night, exciting night tonight. Thanks for having us in for the race from Bristol.
Go low, go low, go low. Go low, go low, go low, go low.
Matt Kenseth wins at